Hey, what's up, guys? This is Rashina.
And Sean.
Listen, we're back for our weekly update. We're going to talk about all the major events that happened this past week. We're going to talk about the government and XRP. We're talking about ETFs. We're talking about the price action of XRP for the past week. So hang tight. We got some good news for you guys. Well, good information for you guys.
Y'all stick around now.
Listen, so let's just jump right on in. So let's start with the government and the regulatory updates from the past week. So we're going from September. What am I saying? September, y'all? Lord. March 9th, right?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
6.
Oh, March. Okay.
6.
March 6th. Mm-hmm. Help me. Through today, March 16th. I got that right?
Yeah. 10 days.
All right, so we're going to talk through that. But regardless, of mine getting the dates wrong, let's just jump in this information. The information going to be right. So that's the first thing I want to talk about is, do you remember when the date that was set for March 10th? March 10th was supposed to be a date that something was to happen. What was that, Sean?
The ISO20022 supposed to go live.
Right, but it didn't. They moved it back to when?
July the 14th, 2025.
So I knew that, but I pointed that out for a reason. I pointed it out because there are a lot of things that has happened that's interesting, that since this date was pushed back, a lot of other things happened in its place, seemed like.
Oh, yeah.
So we have a little timeline here of some things. I just want to go over some of the March things that happened this year. So President Trump announced March 2nd, President Trump announced the creation of the U.S. Crypto Strategic Reserve, right?
Yep.
So government basically going to hold and store up certain coins like Bitcoin, Ethereum, Ripple, XRP,
ADA.
And Solana, right?
Correct.
All right, so that happened on March 2nd, right? Then March 7th, the SEC indicated plans to potentially abandon proposal requiring cryptocurrency firms to register as alternative trading systems, reflecting a more lenient approach towards cryptocurrency. March 9th, March 10th, let's see what happened on that day. Deutsche Clearstream announced plans to offer cryptocurrency custody settlement service for institutional clients focusing on Bitcoin and Ethereum. Then March 13th, the U.S. Senate Banking Committee passed legislation establishing framework for stable coins, right? And we've done videos on the majority of these topics, but I just wanted to connect the dots. Like, okay.
One more.
Go ahead.
The OCC came out on March the 7th, along with the summit. And a lot of people missed that because everybody was concentrating on the summit. And the OCC came out and said that now all banks can hold cryptocurrency.
So look at that. That's what I'm saying. So all these things happened in March, regardless. Early March. But when all banks were supposed to be supposed to be ISO
compliant.
222 compliant.
By March 10th.
So I believe, this is my perspective, Rashina's perspective, that they were setting the framework and the groundwork first with all these other things that are happening in the space, so that the banks would have no obstacles or barriers to become compliant.
That is correct.
So, that's what I was thinking about. Okay, that's very interesting.
Numbers don't lie.
All right, so let's get back to the government and regulatory things that's been happening in the crypto space, right? So we kind of just went over a lot of them just now, but we just have come a long way since from like a year or two ago. As we were looking over this video for tonight, we were thinking back about what has happened in the space. When Ripple was really in the heat of the battle, the thick of things with the SEC, and then because of that, they were just delisted from some exchanges, right?
A whole lot.
So delisted from some exchanges. But now listen, and when I say delisted, I'm talking about XRP being delisted from some exchanges due to that regulatory battle. But think about what's happening this year. They're a part of government stock. The government wants to hold it now.
Right.
So instead of being delisted, XRP is part of government conversations.
Oh yeah, and that's a big jump from 2020, and we'll say about 5 years from now, and now the government is about to hold XRP in the stockpile. That says a lot.
Yes, and so the government just really gave an unprecedented nod, what up, XRP? Unprecedented nod towards XRP. Talking about a shift in, I guess the temperament towards XRP.
I was just sitting here thinking about there's over tens of thousands coins out there, and why did Ripple XRP get sued? So that should make you think about what type of environment that we're in at this time. Because if XRP would not have gotten sued, I'm sure the price would be up higher than it is now. But just think about once that case is over with, it has no hold tied. So Ripple have actually gained more connections with different banks around the world as of now, and a lot of banks can't use Ripple until they get out the SEC trial.
Right. But it's like the financial world and the government is basically flipping the switch, adopting new standards and just coming into alignment with the reason why XRP was created in the first place.
Right.
But so that is there anything, did we miss anything on the regulatory framework or the governmental framework or anything? Did we cover everything, Sean?
Yeah, we cover everything.
All right. So we're going to jump into our next topic. We want to talk about next, like ETFs, right? That's been all over the airwaves this past week. Oh yeah. For good reason. A
lot of things have really came out on who plan on applying, doing an application for ETFs. So some big hitters, I say.
Yeah, and one of the biggest ones, the biggest headlines from this past week on Wall Street came from Franklin Templeton when it filed for a spot ETF on March 11th.
Now, word is on the street.
Word on the street?
Yeah, word on the street.
Okay.
That BlackRock.
Okay.
Is planning on doing a spot ETF after the case is solved with Ripple.
All right.
In SEC. So we know BlackRock is worth over $11 trillion in asset.
I don't know. Okay.
Yes. So
they're huge. I know that.
If they jump in, you better watch out.
Listen, these companies are this is serious money.
Oh yeah.
This is serious money. And it just signifies that if serious money is waking up, paying attention to what's happening, and the projected use and the projected value of XRP. Mm-hmm. Listen, put two and two together. That's all I can say. Put two and two together.
As of right now, if you have to go redo your research now. There's 19 companies is actually have applied for application.
Really for XRP ETFs.
Correct. That's a lot.
That's just signifying that the regulatory tides have turned, and these companies are now seeing the value. Like, you know what? We don't want to get lost. We don't want to miss mm-hmm. our moment of being a part of this. I guess the value that XRP is going to bring to the table, and the income opportunities that it's going to bring to the table.
I think that when these things start happening, it's going to happen fast, mm-hmm. real fast.
It's just not XRP. We heard that Franklin, what's his name? Franklin Templeton also filed for a Solana ETF last month.
Correct.
So listen, the value of these ISO20022 tokens, they are really like, okay, making people stand up, pay attention at this point.
Oh yeah. I mean, I guess to me, my personal opinion is, excuse me, is when Trump did the stockpile reserve stock with XRP, ADA, and Solana. That kind of opened up the door for those two to get spot ETFs as well.
Listen, they tried to close the door on crypto, but listen, with all this stuff that's happening, I believe Wall Street is saying crypto is open for business. It's open for business again. And so, and the ETFs are just validation of that, because it's like these major financial players are seeing XRP as important, and it's liquid enough to merit an investment product. So, this is the magnitude of this is this: an approved ETF could potentially bring millions and even billions of dollars of new demand into XRP. As these retirement funds and hedge funds and retail investors could all buy it easily through their brokerage accounts. So it just essentially puts crypto on the mainstream.
Well,
make it talk, huh?
Yes. I mean, just listen to what you just read. I mean, it's obvious that XRP is going to explode.
Listen,
I can't tell you how much, but I'm just telling you it's going to explode.
But just think about this. My husband just said what you said, 16 or 19?
19.
These headphones, y'all. Okay, 19 applications of ETFs, right? Now, everybody doesn't want to buy XRP or whatever token you like through an ETF. Understandable. But it's not about you just purchasing the coin for yourself. It's about you wanting the coin to rise in value, right? So that you receive the income or the revenue or the wealth that comes from that. And for that to happen, demand has to go up.
Correct.
And so demand goes up through what? People wanting it, people buying it, right? So that's the point of
supply and demand.
Right. So that's the point of it. So, and I just said, like I said, all these applications, they still have to go through the SEC. They still got to be approved.
Oh, yeah.
So they're not approved yet. We're just saying that they are interested because they have filed applications. But just think about the millions and billions of dollars of new demand of XRP or any of the other tokens that they're trying to do. I said, like Franklin Templeton doing the Solana one. Think about that. That is bringing a large amount of demand.
Oh yeah.
A large amount of demand. So, I suggest, listen, just stay tuned with us. We'll bring you the updates. But this is a major, to me, pop.
I said win for XRP.
Yeah, and just to me, the crypto space, period. Just because to be legitimate, to be saying like, what? Because people have so often dismissed crypto. Yeah, and it's just like, oh, this is something fraudulent. Oh, this is this. This is it's a scam, or it has no value, or whatever. Whatever the comments that people say, but most people just dismiss it. Not most people, but a lot of people, even whom we've talked to, have dismissed it as something that makes no sense to them. But listen, it makes a lot of sense to these other hedge funds,
as well.
These hedge funds, and the government.
Oh yeah.
So listen, now, I'm gonna just say this too. Just popped in my head. The dollar bill. What is that backed by? Nothing.
Air.
It's backed by your belief that it's worth $1. That's what it's backed by.
Air.
Thoughts. It's like my thoughts. Because, and listen, that is your fiat. The money in your wallet, that's backed by nothing. But XRP, what is that backed by?
It's going to be backed by gold.
Well, but I'm also saying it's backed by its use, the purpose.
Yeah.
So it's just not the dollar is just is a medium of exchange and transfer.
Correct.
Like I give you $1 for your apple and you give me your apple. So we just exchange, a medium of exchange, right?
We agreed.
Yeah, we agreed. So, But you would let me buy your apple for $1 because you feel like the dollar is worth something, right?
Yeah.
Because you feel like it's worth something, so you accept my dollar.
Correct.
But what if the dollar is no longer worth nothing? Can you take that dollar and go trade it in for something else?
No.
Well, that's how I want you to just see that if the dollar becomes worthless, what can you trade it in for? Nothing.
And who's gonna take it?
Nobody. And who says that it's worth something? The government.
And that's why I say, to me, don't quote me, but I do believe that XRP will be backed by gold.
Okay. Listen, but right now, even if, like the point I'm making for this dollar example is like, if I was to burn up my dollar, right, then it's just burnt up paper, right? But XRP, it gets used for something, right? Like, I can't use the dollar for anything else other than me trying to, buy your apple or negotiate some other medium of exchange, right?
Right.
And the other person has to feel like my dollar's worth something, right?
That's correct.
But XRP, I'm just saying XRP, but the other ISO tokens or any other token that has utility, I'll say that, then it's not based upon just my opinion of its worth, right?
Correct.
It's based upon what it can do.
What it can do.
Right. So that's what I wanted to kind of explain. All right. So did we cover everything on ETFs? Oh, and we found out also that by March 14th, was it? Sorry, March 14th. That but this is for the week now, y'all. We're doing a weekly recap. So filed on March 14th. I believe it was on March 14th that Van Eck filed for an Avalanche ETF. Now, I haven't really participated with that coin, but my husband, you have a little bit of information on that coin.
Oh, Avalanche is up and coming.
Okay.
Right now, I think it's $18.
Okay. But that has utility?
Oh, yes.
Okay, we have to bring you some more research on that.
Yes.
We just saw that news, and I wanted to share it just so you can know. And you could do, like we always say, do your own research, but just knowing that if an asset manager filed for an ETF, there's something there.
Oh, yeah. Yes, it is.
There's something there. So pay attention. Let's see what else in this space. What I'm trying to think. I look at my notes, y'all. Let's see. I don't think I have anything else. Do you have anything else in the ETF? Did we miss anything on the ETFs?
We cover everything.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So with the ETFs, we again, we are tremendously excited, and I know people up there say, well, don't get too excited. Why not? Why not? Why not? If you think about all the things that we've gone through in this space, or people have gone through in this space,
right? And
then you see some positive news.
Oh yeah, I mean, you look at last year in January when BlackRock did a spot ETF for Bitcoin. Bitcoin, a lot of people were just excited about Bitcoin getting an ETF,
right?
And did it rise? Yes, it rose from 60,000 to 90,000. So that's on 30,000. That's a lot.
Right. So let's go. Let's talk about. If you don't have nothing else, do you?
No,
okay.
I'm good.
Let's talk about our next topic. Let's talk about a little bit about the price action of XRP. So just for the weekend, again, we share this because people want to hear about it. But I always say that the value of XRP in any coin that has utility is not speculative. But just for those who are interested. So for this week, XRP did spike to like $3 this week.
Yeah.
It spiked to and it basically spiked to $3 due to Trump's reserve announcement.
Yeah.
So that's how you can see that the cryptocurrency markets are also impacted by microeconomic news.
Most definitely.
So you have to, if you are trading crypto, then you need to keep up with the news.
Oh yeah.
All right. So, but that was short lived. It didn't stay at $3. It cooled down on the 3rd to around like 260. But then, I think the XRP has just been hovering between the $2, like $2.40, $2.50. Briefly, kind of going up to $2.70. It's kind of been in that kind of price range.
Yeah. It goes up and go down. So you got some people selling, some people buying. So it's going to go up and go down.
Yeah, so, but it's still, like this week, it still was hovering around the $2.50 mark, which is like close to its 200-hour moving average. And the moving average is the average of price for a measurement of time. So there seems to be some support around that price if it's hovering around that price. When I just said average, that kind of let you know that that's the I guess the normal,
the medium,
the middle price.
Yeah.
So when the Franklin Templeton news came out about the XRP ETF filing, it gave XRP a little jolt of adrenaline. So that's when it went up to like $2.70. Let's see, but then
it went back down.
Listen, however, people got the jitters. So by Wednesday, it had dipped again to around $2.30.
Yeah, people are taking profit. That's all that is.
So just know that, like I said, I believe around $2.50 is like the support level, and then about $2.70 it starts hitting some resistance, and I think in the price, and I believe around it's trying to break the $3 threshold, but there's resistance in that 270-ish area, and it needs to break through that to continue to move upward. But like I said, with all things happening, especially these ETFs and all this kind of stuff, I believe it's just going to happen. I believe it's just going to happen. And this dollar amounts that I'm talking about is menial, it's nominal to what we believe it's going to be.
I agree.
All right. So that is my weekly update on the XRP price action. All right. So let's just go into that last little topic. What is next for XRP? What is next? What's happening next in the space?
Well, I know a couple of things I think for XRP we were looking for is first the SEC Ripple case being settled or dismissed.
Regulatory resolution.
And next with Ripple is the stablecoin regulation. And I do believe that the 13 they did pass the stablecoin bill. And now they got to go to the House or the Senate. No, it's the House now.
Yeah.
It passed in the Senate. Now it go to the House. And once it passed in the House, it goes to the president to sign off.
No, it has to go to the House or the Senate, then the president. Right. It was just introduced as a bill.
I'm sorry. You're right. That was introduced. But it passed that. So now
as a bill.
As it's going to the Senate, and then the House, then President Trump.
Yeah, I think it's the House and the Senate, though.
You sure?
Listen, I think the House and the Senate. That's in our other video. Check it out. but that's neither here or there. Here's the thing. Here's what you need to know. It was introduced as a bill. It still has to pass in Congress and then get signed by the president.
Now, Trump already said that he wanted to have this stablecoin bill by August, but I don't think it's going to take that long. I don't. I think because everything is moving fast. For this month, I mean, we're at the 16th day of March, and all the things that we're going to talk about have took place from March the 2nd all the way up to March the 16th.
Right.
So a lot of things is, and we're not. This mark the mid of March, so we got another 15 days.
Right. That's an excitement.
Yeah. So.
And
I'm sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
Which we're going to pay attention to March the 19th and March the 22nd. Those two are important dates.
For what?
Jerome Powell supposed to come out on the 19th to give his, spiel to see if they're going to cut interest rate.
Okay. And that definitely affects the market, even the crypto space.
Positive, negative. And the 22nd, there's a closed door meeting with the SEC and Ripple again.
Okay. All right then. Big stuff big things happening.
Mm-hmm.
And we just waiting on some execution on the other things that have already been implemented, like Trump's crypto reserve implementation.
Mm-hmm.
Now that the executive order is signed, we just waiting on now execution.
Mm-hmm.
So how and when the government will form the crypto reserve, and when they're going to start purchasing these coins for the reserve, so we're just waiting on now some execution of some of the other things that's already been put out there in the space. So
don't be surprised it overnight something happens, And Trump he got something up his sleeve all the time.
So listen, just know that's our update for this week. Just the crypto space, is really accelerating. So we're happy to guide you. We're happy to not guide you, but give you the information on the space and give you stuff to research and stuff as we're hearing it as well. So we hope that you appreciate the things that we brought to the table for you to ponder on this evening. Anything else, Sean, before we sign off the airways for this evening?
Remember, like, share, and subscribe. And
do your own research, y'all. Comment to let us know the things that you finding out. We love to hear back from you guys. And let's break these barriers and build legacy for our family.
One more thing. Mm-hmm. We are not financial advisors.
No. No, we're not.
We have to say that.
We do. Yeah. So we can't give you. Listen, we can't tell you how much to buy of what, and we can't tell you what. We can't predict the price. Mm-mm. We can't do any of that. But we can share information.
And that's all we're doing.
And with information, you can take it and run with it and hopefully it helps you in some way, shape, or form. Mm-hmm. All right, you guys. Have a great one. Oh, we hope y'all like our new decor in the background for you guys. All right. Take care. Have a good one, y'all. Bye.
Peace.